humanity, and welcome aboard the Silverwind. My name is Captain Tom, and I host a storytelling channel here on YouTube where we do live readings of older stories, discuss their meaning and ideas, all while having a fun adventure out in the universe with my co-host Wilson. Today I want to introduce a new series that we're going to be talking about, and it has everything to do with our mission here on the Silverwind, which is to bring people together and reinforce positive culture through storytelling. And I can't think of a better set of stories to pull from for that purpose than Bible stories. So on Wednesday nights at 5 p.m., we're going to start a new series for that. They are going to be live shows, and that way they also have their own space so that people can go to that if they choose to do that. But why Bible stories? Well, when we're talking about culturally significant stories, I can't think of anything more appropriate. I mean, Bible stories were at the center of the culture and the arts for almost 2,000 years. That's crazy. I mean, what else has captured human imagination like that? And in addition to that, it also sparked a curiosity to explore an ordered universe. It laid the foundations for modern moral thinking. Human rights was not a concept before these stories. And that has fundamentally changed the world for, I dare say, forever. And yet, most people these days only have a very vague understanding of these stories, or even worse, no knowledge of them whatsoever. And that's a huge loss, because these, much like the other stories on the channel that we read, these are human stories. They belong to you. And unlike those stories, though, there's something very unique about them. The Bible is a collection of 66 stories written by 40 different authors over a 1,500-year time period. And it still forms an intellectually cohesive story that has been relentlessly tested in its ideas ever since. Think about that. Could you imagine a story being written in 500 AD, wasn't done being written till today, and still formed a cohesive story, all while not having to be changed or updated over time? The Dead Sea Scrolls show that the BC documents weren't changed or updated for anything. The AD documents, we know, were written during the time of the events that they're talking about. And the whole story revolves around this singular, impossible moment where a man dies, raises back to life, calls himself the Son of God, and then proceeds to hang out with them for over a month. And these same hundreds of witnesses proceeded to stand behind their claim with nothing to gain, to the point of torture, imprisonment, and even death. I mean, who dies for a lie? So, this stuff has never happened before. What's going on here? These stories are based on strong foundations of reason and logic, faith and morality. And honestly, I am so stoked to share them with you live out here in the Silverwind. So, if you want to know these stories better for their literary or cultural significance, understand them better as a part of your faith, or you just want to be entertained by good stories, join us live on Wednesday nights, 5 p.m. Pacific. I look forward to seeing you guys there.